So thanks for giving us a few minutes of your time tuning in to the ClearCryptos YouTube channel. My name's Austin, and I'm here with Zach. I always go the wrong way. That way. Zach, there you go.
Right.
So Zach, how are you, sir?
Good, man. Can't complain. Can't complain.
As neither can I. So here we're talking about Terra Luna Classic. Obviously, has been a crazy ride the last really 3 weeks of September. It has definitely been the Terra Luna Classic show as it relates to kind of crypto moving up hundreds and hundreds of percent and all that kind of stuff. But really what we want to talk about is burns, right? And so I'm going to kind of set the stage and then throw the mic to you, is that we've got kind of clarification this week, some insight into the burn, the 1.2% burn tax went live on chain. So I want to talk about that. And then there's all of this debate discussion of trying to get the exchanges to burn on their off chain, but in their respective exchanges. And then the third thing is we've got Binance. What are they going to do, not going to do? And why that one's relevant is because they control about 40+% of a large chunk of volume, of trading volume. So with that said, pick one of those, pick your poison, and we can go.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, the 1.2% burn tax, as it was currently constructed in the initial proposal for the on-chain transactions, has went really well.
Yeah.
And we've been tracking that. There's a website that we look at and pull up on our videos, basically showing all of the entities and different communities that burn Luna Classic. Of course, that's the big goal here. First and foremost, before building out future utilities, we've got to decrease the supply. It's just insane how much was reinvented when Luna Classic failed the first time.
Yep.
So first and foremost, that's going well. Mexi Global has been one of those exchanges that has been very, very supportive. eToro is one of those exchanges who will be looking at on-chain and off-chain implementation.
And eToro was the first one that stepped up and said they'll support off-chain burns.
Yep. And Mexi did their part before the actual burn tax proposal went through. They've burned over $1 billion themselves so far.
It was $1 billion. That's right. Yeah. And Lunatics has burned about $2 billion.
Little over 2 billion Lunatics token. But very shortly here, the 1.2% burn tax, which at last check was nearing 700 million burned already.
400 yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost like 200-300 million a day. It's only been around for 4 days, 4 days, something like that.
72 hours. No. Yeah, give or take.
Give or take. So, I mean, sometime next week, I'm expecting that to be the number one entity, or the top burner, if you will. And I think that'll continue. The whole Binance situation is interesting because they wanted Binance to fully support it. There were rumors swirling that CZ said yes, but he really didn't. And the community took it as yes. And now he's come back with kind of a different proposal, which Watcher Guru is covering this now too. Basically, you're going to be able to opt in on Binance. If you want to, opt in, you can, but it's not going to be mandatory. So
meaning, like, if I'm going to go to Binance and I happen to want to be trading, buying or selling Terra Luna Classic, I can switch on something. It just says, yes, I want to, voluntarily do 1.2% of my transaction.
100%. Yep. Okay. Which is kind of cool. I mean, because here's the thing. It's not exactly what Luna Classic community wanted. And I think some people are ticked off, but I think for the most part, most people see it still as a big positive because, as you mentioned, Austin, all of that supply and all of the traffic there that, it's on Binance. So, and I think here's the thing. I think most of the Luna Classic community members are going to opt in.
Well, yeah.
Right. I mean, they understand how big of a deal this is and what's at stake. So that's kind of the lay of the land right now, man. It's been a fascinating story to watch, man. It's crazy. There's no better story right now. There's no better trade right now in crypto.
Yeah, I mean, I think to end on this kind of note, I mean, to transition off of the burn. So thanks. That was a really good, you gave us a good summary of those three respective kind of avenues related to burns. I think that for me, the X factor, not in a bad way, right? But there's Raider, one of my dogs. You can hear him. He decided to chime in. Hey, I'm here. Is downstream utility. I mean, obviously there are still apps and still, projects that are running on chain, but I think it's going to be what I'm really speaking to.
A lot of left.
Yeah. From what was left, what I'm really speaking to is that we all know that Terra Luna Classic, when Terra Rebels took over and it's now become truly a community driven token initiative. It's what is the community and what is the utility downstream going to be, right? And I think that's, you and I've talked about this in videos, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm really actually curious to see how that situation, develops.
And that's the next phases. There's no question. I mean, burn is kind of taking the center stage right now because without reducing that supply, you can't really do anything. So I understand it, but it can't be the end all be all for sure. I think NFTs have been discussed before. There was, I can't remember of the actual game, but there was a play to earn game that we're thinking about utilizing. I think they implemented it. I think they implemented the LUNACLASSIC token in game, and they were going to have like a way to burn it as well, but also earn it, which that could be fascinating because the gaming sector, I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but the gaming sector, in my opinion, is one of the next sectors that's going to pop off. I think once we get back into a bull market, that is a just waiting to burst sector in crypto.
And I would tend to agree with you. And if you look at kind of the roadmap at Shiba Inu, right, the grandfather, if you will, of kind of how do you do it from a community token standpoint? I'm talking about active ecosystem development and all that. Just coming out this week with revealing that with Shiba Inu Eternity, their game. And so here's what you have to wrap it in the narrative or the context of there's north of 1.2 million holders of Shiba Inu tokens. So I think what Shiba Inu is doing that the Terra Luna community, I guarantee you, is watching, is that the Shiba Inu community, the devs are saying, okay, SHIB holders, SHIB community, let's get as many of you guys to go download that game on Google Play or Apple on download day, as they're calling it.
Yep.
Number one, to tell those respective download platforms, the Terra Luna community could do the exact same thing. Yep. Very active community, right? Beyond that, the Shiba Inu devs that are building in a 5% burn per what we read profits. So 5% of the
all
profits
in-game revenue.
Yeah. And so again, these are all things that I think the stage has been set for somebody like Terra Luna Classic community to go, okay, that's what they did over there. That worked. Let's emulate that.
It's a copycat league, and it's why not? I mean,
why not don't reinvent it, right?
Yeah, especially when you're building something similar. You're aspiring to be the next Shiba Inu. I think a lot of the community tokens are. So, man, it'll be interesting to watch.
All right, well, we'll take it easy from there. We will. What? That didn't mean anything. We will take it easy from there. We will end on that note.
What the hell are you saying?
What the hell are you saying? Oh God, I either need to go take a nap. It's actually getting.
There's your nap. Yeah, it's my nap time too. I'm ready for a nap today.
Gotta go take a nap, or I need to just start drinking. All right, we'll see. Bye. Hey, if you want to know more about Clear, go check out the description. Go over in the Discord. They're probably drinking in the Discord too. I'm kidding. I'm just.
There's well over 3,000 people in the Discord.
I know. That's growing. It's growing by leaps and bounds. All right, we will.